Hey Pisces, and welcome to your spiritual messages for the month of September, and of course any other time that you're guided to watch, as the intention of my messages is always to be timeless. And if for some reason this reading does not resonate, please don't forget to check your other placements, because according to the astrology in the sky, you could be resonating with another placement than just your sun sign. So be sure to check your moon, rising, Venus, or Mars if that's the case. And also, I'd like to quickly mention that if you ever feel guided to get a reading from me, go ahead and check out my description box below where I have all my information. I offer $25 30-minute readings of either a love reading or a personal reading, or you can get both for a combined price of $50, and that'll be an hour long, so you definitely get your money's worth. Alright, but other than that, let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to do things a little bit different today. I'm going to start by pulling your center with an oracle card here, and then I'm going to move it into the tarot to do the crossing energy, the crowning, the rooting, the recent past, and what you need to know. And then we'll end it there. So it'll be a short but sweet reading. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. This is the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle. Alright, what is, whoa. This message definitely wants to come in for you. Wow, we have consciousness, number 17. The frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. Wow, we have number 17, so that could be a significant number for you. Okay, sorry guys, had to move my fan real quick. And at the bottom of the deck, we have delight. This is number 19. The frequency of delight supports our capacity to create and experience feelings of intense joy and happiness. The more delight we feel, the more delight we evoke in others. So what I'm feeling here with this card and the consciousness, I feel that there is a lot of happiness surrounding you. I feel like you're awakening to a lot of truths. You're awakening to your consciousness, most importantly, and you're paying attention to everything around you that makes you feel like you're part of this big picture, right? With the multidimensional aspects. There's something here that you're having to bring in from, maybe you're dreaming a lot or having visions. I mean, you're Pisces. You guys are the most psychic, intuitive sign out of all of them, because you're all the signs combined together. And you're a water sign, right? And I feel like there's something in your consciousness that is trying to speak to you, and it's time to bring that out into the surface. I feel like it's being enlightened. Yeah, look at that. We have the third eye chakra right underneath that, which speaks of the same thing: intuition, vision, psychic abilities, and all that. So I feel like you're coming to terms with your gifts, perhaps, or you're being made aware of that so that you can explore them and discover them. But I feel like right now you are really intuitive. I mean, you always are, but I feel like right now it's being brought to your attention more so. Like I said, if you're dreaming a lot, or maybe you're daydreaming too, and you feel like you're figuring things out in that way. So let's go ahead and read what the guidebook has to say for the consciousness. Okay, it says, the frequency of consciousness supports our ability to focus our attention on all the multidimensional aspects that show up so that we can include them in our reality. Oh yeah, we read that already, sorry. Consciousness can be described as a state of awareness or focused attention, and wherever we direct our attention will dominate our minds. Like the universe, consciousness is alive, forever expanding, breathing, morphing. Consciousness reflects reality, and reality reflects consciousness in return. In this new energy, our consciousness is rapidly expanding to hold the awareness of the many multidimensional aspects of reality. We are increasingly capable of multi-directing our attention to many different layers at the same time, providing us with a deep, rich experience in every moment. We no longer receive input solely through the senses that are closely connected to our physical body alone. We receive communication from beyond the body through intuitive thought, intuitive knowing, and intuitive feeling. Light and consciousness are closely connected. They both have quantum attributes and are non-linear. Light is an energy that can be created through consciousness, and consciousness can create light in return. Light influences our awareness, our perception, our consciousness, and therefore our reality. The center of the consciousness image shows the place of birth, where light bursts out of the core to spread into the various planes of reality. The bright purple indicates the connection to source, and the yellow spheres refer to our sense of self emerging from source and expanding onto the flower of life grid, the basis for our three-dimensional reality. The blue in the image refers to the deep, dark universe, the origin of everything that shows up in our reality. But since everything is always in motion, so is consciousness, like a breath morphing, changing, expanding, and the color could easily flow from blue into purple, into red, into yellow, and so on. Try this. Take a moment to go inside and mentally scan your body. Notice the physical sensations you feel. Tune in to your heart. How do you feel emotionally? Now move your awareness away from your body. Can you feel the space around your body? Practice moving your awareness from what goes on inside of you to what's going on around you. Wow. Beautiful message, Pisces. So I hope that resonates. So let's go ahead and get started here. Consciousness. That's a deep message right off the bat. All right, so I'm going to start by pulling, like I said, what's crossing this, what's crowning it, what's rooting, recent past, and what you need to know in regards to this. And I'm also be pulling a clarification card for each card that I pull here. Two of Planets as a crossing energy. Queen of Rockets in the reverse. Woof, the Devil as a crossing energy. Okay, let's see. Bring that down a little bit. Recent past. Seven of Swords. And what you need to know is the World. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Moon, and this is your energy. This is consciousness. This is the subconscious, more so, but still the same message. So I feel like right now, Pisces, you're living in some kind of fear of your gifts. Okay, I feel like sometimes you feel like you can't trust your intuition, or people think you are, I hate to say the word crazy, but maybe that's what people think, or just not normal, I guess. People think you're not like the rest of the masses, right? When they see you saying things out of your pure instinct and intuition, and I feel like you pick up the vibrations that other people fail to see, and because of that, it makes you feel like an outcast. It isolates you from everyone else, right? Because you are the gifted one. You could be the black sheep of the family. And I feel like this Moon here, it's you having those gifts, but there's some type of fear that you hide it from everybody. You don't let everyone in. You don't share your secrets anymore, what's hidden underneath the surface, because you don't think they will understand. So you keep it to yourself. You could be very in fear of what other people might think when you have this sort of download or this truth of yours. You might suppress it because you don't think people are going to understand, or that they're not ready, right? I'm getting a very high dimensional energy from you with this multidimensional aspect. So I feel like some of you could definitely see other dimensions, or feel like your dreams are just very detailed and vivid. So let's go ahead and clarify this Moon. Knight of Pentacles. We have the Earth sign energy. Yeah, I feel like a part of you wants to be practical. You're not ready to show your gifts yet. You're not ready to reveal what's underneath there, the Chariot, but you do want to. You do want to take some action with your dreams, with your gifts. Whether that's just being honest with someone about them, or having someone to express it to, or doing something with them, whether that's like a spiritual business of some kind, or even this, tarot, or your own spiritual practice of sorts. Okay, because we do have the delight here. So I feel like you are starting to realize that you are gifted and that you do have these magical powers, but I feel like you're waiting for the right time to really show people what you have here. But you within yourself are happy, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's get a clarification card for the consciousness as well. King of Swords. Yeah, see, this is all logic, right? You're trying to mesh your logic with intuition. And that could be a little bit difficult. Yeah, Ten of Swords. I feel like you have a fear that if you share with people your spiritual knowledge, that you'll be betrayed, that you won't be met with a positive attitude, that you won't be welcomed. But that's not true, right? Because there is a sun in the background over here, so I feel like that's what this is. So I feel like there's a part of you that wants to bring a balance between the logical side of life and the intuitive side of life, especially with this Two of Pentacles as a crossing energy. That's your intuition, that's your logic, and you're trying to measure out, balance out what's best. How do I bring both together? How can I balance the two? So let's go ahead and clarify this Two of Pentacles. Strength. Yeah, look at this. Two of Swords. You're very caught in between two different energies here, and a part of you could be trying to just ignore everything altogether, not really having that conversation with people, just to go about your day, just to be strong, just to get through the day, just to survive, right? So I feel like a part of you is trying to find the strength to be authentic, to bring out both sides. You can have air sign in your chart as well, and that part of you is a little bit more practical and logical, or earth sign. So you're trying to bring those two energies together and find happiness and balance within the two. But for some time you've been ignoring this because you weren't ready for it, or you feel like others aren't ready for it. But it's hard for you. It's really hard. But that Strength card is the challenge with the Two of Pentacles. It's really hard for you to bring these two worlds together. Maybe you have two sets of friends or two sets of people in your life that one you can talk to about these spiritual things and the other person you can't. And you want to desperately have someone that you can talk to about the both. Because it's hard to be two different people. You want to just be yourself and be able to talk about both things at once. What's crowning you is the Queen of Wands in the reverse. Okay, so I feel like you're lacking a bit of confidence here, and you don't want to anymore. You want to be confident with whatever you choose to do. I feel like a part of you has felt very influenced by other people's opinions, and you've let that shun your light, that you've let that bring you down a little bit. It's been at the expense of your confidence, your self-esteem, and you're hoping to desperately not be like that anymore, right? Because once you find this balance that you're seeking, you're going to find your confidence once again. Two of Cups. Yeah, see, more twos. You have a lot of twos popping up in your reading. So this is about balance and making a choice. So yeah, I feel like this has made you lose your confidence when it comes to partnerships. Make love, not war. You want to be able to come together with someone like this. Like I was saying, you don't want to be split into two different energies. You want to find the right person that you can have these conversations with, who's going to accept you as you are, and vice versa. You want to do that with someone as well. King of Cups, it could be a specific person, another water sign perhaps, or Scorpio specifically. Does not have to be the case, of course. But I feel like you'll find that confidence in yourself when you find the right person to have that relationship with. And I don't really get it's because you're finding validation in that. It's just like a sense of having someone that you can rely on, right? Someone that has your back. That's kind of what I'm feeling there. What's rooting this energy is the devil, which is really interesting. Let's just clarify it. Oh, Temperance. Yeah, you want to move on. All these fears and doubts that hold you back. Whatever it is that makes you feel like people aren't going to accept you. Whatever makes you lose your confidence when you're not able to be your authentic self. You want to heal from that. And I feel like you're starting to recognize that that energy isn't good. Because maybe for a while you've been comfortable with those fears and doubts. You just kind of were in your comfort zone, saying like, well, no one's ever going to understand, so I'm just going to stay here. But now you're starting to come out of that. You're starting to realize that you're being chained by these doubts and fears. And you're starting to heal that. You're working on yourself. And this is in your own timing, especially with the Knight of Pentacles and Temperance. This is all about divine timing. And we have the Ace of Cups here. This is you giving yourself that self-love so that you can allow yourself to be in a vulnerable space that can either reject you or accept you, and being okay with whatever happens. I feel like if any reason that you felt that you were scared of rejection is because you were not giving yourself that love that makes you feel strong within yourself, that if someone rejects you, it doesn't matter. I hope that makes sense. But you're starting to realize that and heal yourself and know that the right people are going to accept you for who you are. Your recent past is a Seven of Swords. Yeah, here's that self-sabotaging energy, right? Where you felt comfortable in this comfort zone of yours where you knew that people wouldn't hurt you, right? It's like a lie you told yourself, like, I'm safe here. But in reality, you weren't, because you were suppressing your gifts, suppressing your true self. Yeah, it was comfortable. You weren't getting rejected or feeling like people were going to reject you, but you in yourself were rejecting yourself from your highest gift, your highest truth. But that's in the past now. You're not doing that anymore. The Chariot, yeah, you're moving forward. Where you were once scared to move forward, you're doing it now. Beautiful. The Empress, because you know your worth. You know your power. You know that whatever you choose to do, it's going to bring you prosperity and abundance. And the right people will support you no matter what. And the Empress is confident, right? Where you were lacking confidence over here, you're gaining it now. What you need to know is the world. This cycle of doubt and fear is ending. It was just a cycle you needed to go through to never go through it again. To learn your lesson, right? As we all are. We're all going through cycles. There's always something to be learned. It's a never-ending cycle, but there's always new chapters that we enter and end. And this chapter is ending where you were doubting your consciousness, doubting your higher truths, doubting your gifts. You're not doing that anymore. You're a multidimensional person, and you're starting to accept that. You're not scared of it anymore. Maybe this wasn't even about people. This was just within you and yourself and your higher self, trying to find that balance between the two and trusting yourself. Beautiful. Yeah. Ace of Pentacles. Your wise new investment. This is the end of this cycle and the start of a new one. And this one's going to be very abundant. Ace of Wands. It's going to be a passionate new beginning, and it's going to be something that you're very excited about, and it's going to bring you a lot of stability, a lot of blessings. You just have to remember who you are and know that you are a very powerful individual, and once you tap into that and you're confident in that, there's nothing that can stop you. All right, Pisces, so that is your reading during this time frame. It was a beautiful one. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it brought you the clarity and insight during this time. If it did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell button so you receive notifications when I post again. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in your next reading. Bye.